We are coming to you from the city beautiful Chicago, Illinois, where tonight WGN Sports Zone to you presents White Sox baseball. There's Paul Konerko, Alex Rios, AJ Pierzynski, and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Billy Butler and the Kansas City Royals. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ken Harrelson with Steve Stone as we get set to bring you the first of this 3-game set and the fourth of this 10-game homestand. As you know, we started off 3 against Minnesota, where we took 2 out of 3 in that series. So the Sox still hold a 1-game lead over the Tigers, who are out at the Big A in Anaheim tonight taking on the Angels. And this evening, trying to get us off in this series on the right track, Liriano.
Francisco Liriano last time out couldn't find the plate. He walked 7 guys, and it was really a disaster for him. He just looked like he had no idea where the strike zone was. He wasn't hit all that hard. He only gave up 4 hits in 4 innings, but when you don't get the ball over the plate, you're probably not going to win that one, and he didn't. So hopefully a reversal tonight. Throw like he throws in the bullpen. Relax, hit your spots, and he should be okay. This Kansas City team is a pretty good one, and Luis Mendoza goes to the mound for them. This is the 4th time he's starting against us this year, so we should know him pretty well. He's a sinker baller who throws the ball not overpowering, but does hit his spots. He's pitched some good games against us, so he comes in with an ERA of 4.5, and this is a guy with a 7-9 record. It's a guy we should be able to take advantage of, especially in our home park, which we've dominated recently.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
Chicago White Sox baseball in high definition is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Tonight's game is available in Spanish on your SAP audio setting, provided by 97.5 FM ESPN Deportes, Chicago's first and only FM Spanish language sports radio station. So let's take a look at how Kansas City's going to line them up under Ned Yost. It's going to be Kane, Escobar, and Gordon, followed by Butler, Perez, and Moustakas, with Francoeur, Hosmer, and Giovitella rounding it out. The defense behind Liriano: Wise, Diaza, and Rios. In the infield, Lopez, Ramirez, Beckham, and Canerco. AJ behind the plate, and Francisco Liriano on the hill, looking for his 6th win of the year. His ERA, little above 5. This is his 25th start. And we're ready to play baseball. I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
All right, Steve, thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to White Sox baseball right here with WGN Sports on the U. So happy you could join us for the first of this 3-game set and the fourth game of this 10-game homestand. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a strike. Lorenzo Cain. There are his numbers: 253, 5, and 25. Royals come in hitting at 267 as a club with a 4.31 ERA. Kansas City 30 and 38 on the road and 31 and 38 at home. Change up way out in front, and the count 1-2.
Kane's a good man to keep off base. He's not as devastating as Dyson on the base paths, but he's 9 for 9 in stolen bases this year.
Here you go.
Well, he spent most of that at bat swinging at pitches out of the zone. And that's a good way to retire a very fast man. Not much of a swing there for Lorenzo.
So here's Escobar. Alcides hitting at 291, 4 homers and 44 knocked in. He has just worn us out. Takes that low and away. This year, Escobar is hitting at 477 against us with 2 homers and 8 RBIs. And in his career, he's hitting 349 against our Sox pitching. That's can of corn. Two down.
The umpires for the game tonight: Chris Conroy behind the plate. Mark Carlson is at first, Angel Hernandez at second, and Ed Hickox at third. Had a little rain before the game. The tarp was on the field, but Roger Bossard promised us at 1 he would take the tarp off. He did. Got the field in shape, and we're starting on time.
Alex Gordon takes ball 1. Alex at 297, 11 homers and 63 knocked in. Alex has faced Liriano 21 times, has 5 hits, all of which have stayed in the park. Softly hit. Good inning for Francisco. 1, 2, 3, and after half inning of play, it's the Royals nothing, and our guys coming to bat.
Lopez and Wise, with Konerko, along with Rios, Przynski, Viciedo, Ramirez, and Beckham rounding it out. The defense, and now the lineup behind Mendoza. Gordon, Kane, and Francoeur in a good throwing outfield, with Moustakas, Escobar, Giavatola, and Hosmer in the infield. Salvador Perez, a very good young catcher behind the plate. And Luis Mendoza on the hill, 7-9, ERA 4.5. This is a 4th start and 5th appearance against us this year, so our hitters should know him pretty well.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours, as here's Alejandro hitting at 279, 7 homers and 46 knocked in. Yeah, it's a 2 for 10 lifetime off Mendoza. Sox come in hitting at 257 as a club with a 4.11 team ERA. Change up had him way out in front.
As you see the green uniforms, it's halfway to St. Patrick's Day. And the Sox wearing all green to celebrate. And some of the fans getting into the act.
That's down low.
Mendoza has a pretty good sinker, and when he's right, he's going to throw a lot of ground balls. We start hitting line drives and fly balls early, he could get to him.
Chops that one foul. This is the 13th meeting of the year between these two teams. In the first 12, we have won 4 of them. They have worn us out. And it's back through the middle into center field. So a good way to start.
The Kansas City team holds a winning record against the Indians and against our Sox. That one taken right by Mendoza, couldn't get the glove down in time, and a promising way to start the first inning. Over Kansas City against Detroit, just 4-7, and against Minnesota, a team that they probably should beat, they haven't. They're 5-10 against the Twins.
So here's Lopez hitting at 251, 4 homers, 28 knocked in. Lopez has faced Mendoza 9 times, has 3 hits.
Kevin Youkilis on paternity leave. So we congratulate the Youkilis family.
Pretty good move by Mendoza.
And Perez is hard to run against. We've seen him from his knee throw bullets right on the mark at second base. He's one of the better young catchers in all of baseball.
Alejandro 23 for 33 in stolen bases. That's a good pitch, and that's what he's done. He's tying our right-handed hitters up. So hopefully they will make some adjustments against this guy.
Well, Moustakas, a terrific fielding third baseman, usually is going to hug the line, because you go inside, you get a lot of action on the left side of the infield.
There's a little breaking ball. So that is 1 out. But Diaza at second. And right now let's check out our BMW picks to click tonight. DiMangio, our director and the crew, went with Rios. Steve's going with AJ. And Mike Mazza, Kenny Wiz, Pete Catazone, Tom, Nick, Mary, Laura, everybody down in the ticket office. We're going to go with Lopez. And the 2013 3 Series with X-Drive is here. So visit your local Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana BMW Center today to test drive one. D. Wise takes it high and wide.
Kane's got very good speed, and he's shifted around toward left center field for Wise. Frank Coor's got a great arm in right, and he's playing straight away right field.
Took that pitch nicely in the count, 2-0. Wise at 284, 6 homers and 21 driven in.
That's what he's done in his 22 games with our Sox. Knocking at the door of 300. He's been an offensive force.
3-0 with Konerko on deck.
With Adam Dunn out of the lineup, not quite 100%. Wise once again, for the second time, hitting in the 3 spot.
There's one.
There's a look at Adam.
Nursing that strained oblique.
And we have a much better lineup with him in the middle of it.
And that's ball 4.
Ned Yost, the skipper of these Royals. It's been a decent year for him, a surprisingly decent year, just 15 under when you consider that their whole pitching staff has been decimated. And they've really had to mix and match in that staff to get somebody out there on a daily basis to start the games.
So we have good speed aboard. And Paulie hitting at 307, 21 homers, 64 knocked in. He has 3 hits off Mendoza and 16 at bats. And of the 3 hits, 1 of them stayed in the park. Took that breaking ball nicely.
Talked to Paulie before the game. He said he felt pretty good. And their pick to click is Paulie. So hopefully it works out for him.
There's a base hit. So here comes Diaza. He will score. And the Sox take a quick 1-0 lead.
That looked like a play that Moustakas normally makes. I'm not sure what exactly happened on the hop, but he got to the ball. And the ball just eluded him. Paulie hits it to the left side. Moustakas has to range to his left. And that ball just skipped under his glove.
When he hit it, I thought it was 2.
As did I.
Meanwhile, it's not. Don't stop now, boys, as here is Rios. Alex at 298. 22 homers and 82 knocked in. They're going to have an appeal play, which is rejected by Ed Hickox.
That would have denied Paulie his 65th run driven in, but to no avail. And it doesn't hurt you to take your shot.
Well, that's why they should have a penalty of some sort. Maybe a ball 1 to the hitter. I don't know, whatever it may be. Because you have absolutely nothing to lose by doing it. You can do that several times in a game.
And you might get an umpire to see it your way.
But if they don't, it should be something that you have to pay.
I will tell you that ball 1 to a dangerous hitter would be something that you would think twice before you automatically appeal to play like that.
You better believe it. You better believe it. Look at this. A shank. Now they're going to have to hold Wise. Vancouver plays shallow, and he's got that arm that Steve told you about.
And Dwayne didn't read that ball well anyway. So Joe McEwing did the right thing. You got to know this is going to be a base hit, and if you're off with the crack of the bat, you're going to score. But once Dwayne didn't recognize it for the hit it was going to be, because nobody could get to it, then you have to hold him at third. That's exactly what he did.
That's just the case of not checking your outfield.
That's it.
So sacks packed with Sox.
And Dave Island comes out to have a word with Mendoza. Rios continues his hot hitting. And during that stretch, when he falls into any type of little slump, he goes back to right field until he starts feeling it. That's when he pulls the ball.
So here's AJ. AJ at 281, 24 homers and 71 knocked in. Viciato on deck.
With the bases loaded during AJ's long career, he's been very good. The outfield deep all the way around for him.
And there's a pop up, and that's not going to get it done. So 2 down. They leave it up to Tank. Tank just 1 for 13 off Mendoza.
This becomes a very big at bat early in the game. If Mendoza gets out of this inning with 3 hits and a walk and only 1 run scored, he and his ball club are going to get a big lift. A base hit here, the momentum really swings to our side. So the Tank looking for some more runs batted in.
Breaking ball strike.
When he hits his 20th, and he will, because he's at 19, he's going to be the 5th member of this team to have at least 20 home runs.
Checks it up. Good check. And a big pitch coming up, the 1-1. Now advantage Mendoza. Blocked nicely by Perez. Sox packed, 2 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Sox here in the bottom of the first if you're just joining us.
Mendoza does have 6 wild pitches this year, although Perez very good behind the plate.
Ball hit sharply, but right to Escobar. Sox have a golden opportunity to put more than 1 on the board, but that's all we get. Billy Butler will lead it off here in the top of the second inning. Sox with a 1-0 lead. First pitch strike. Butler hitting at .310, 25 homers, 87 knocked in. Billy, 26 years old, just keeps getting better and better. Slider strike, and the count 0-2.
And this is how you want to face him when you do face him, is with nobody on. He is their one big run producer in the middle of the order, and he really came back to hurt us in that sweep in Kansas City.
Well, he's hitting .341 against us this year with 3 homers and 9 RBIs. And his career, he is a .288 with 16 homers and 67 RBIs and just 358 at bats.
And lately, he's probably as hot as anybody on this team.
Pokes that one. That's why he's such a good hitter.
That ball low and away, it's not even a strike. It's a lot like what Paulie does when he's in protection mode. Just reaches out, covers the plate, gets enough of the bat on it to loop it in front of Rios.
So here's Salvador Perez, 22-year-old catcher, hitting at .308, 8 homers and 28 knocked in. Starts him off with a changeup. Later on, Tigers taking on the Angels. The Big A in Anaheim. Scherzer 15-6 against Santana 8-11.
Perez had knee surgery in spring training. Got back late for the year. He's been to bat a little over 200 times. Grounded into 12 double plays, which is a high total. But he does have that 11-game hitting streak you're looking at. And he's got a chance to be a great one.
That ball's hit hard. And out of here. It is a 2-1 Kansas City lead. Just a low line drive.
Nine home runs, 30 driven in by Perez. And just like that, Liriano surrenders the lead. It's a cutter that isn't a sharp breaking one. And he takes it into the pen.
There's Moustakas hitting at .252, 19 homers, 66 knocked in.
Nice catch by Santiago.
He's made a couple of good catches down there this year. One in Texas, barehanded.
I'd rather see him on the other side of the wall, but he is where he is.
Pretty good pitch, didn't get it. Count evens at 2. That's the 4th home run that Liriano has thrown in a White Sox uniform. Farley taking himself. 1 out.
It's a hard hit ball, and it got Paulie off the right hand. So is he trying to get a little more feeling in it? He knocked it down, kept it in front of him, and then it was easy after that.
Here's Francoeur hitting at .233, 12 homers, 35 knocked in. Very, very disappointing season for Jeff. Last year, hit .285, 20 homers, and drove in 87. Oh, and 2 the count. He gone. 2 down. Second strikeout for Liriano. So here's Hosmer hitting at .243, 13 homers and 56 RBIs.
Very disappointing year for him also, considering what he did last year when he looked like one of the best young players around.
Yeah, in limited action, he hit .293, 19 homers, and drove in 78. And he is 14 for 15 in stolen bases, and he's got a 3-0 count.
He might be given the green light because you have Givatella up next, and he doesn't have near the power that Hosmer has. Won't matter.
So a quick 1-2-3 inning first for Liriano. And Butler with a little duck snort single into right field. And a line shot 2-run homer off the bat of Salvador Perez. Now the walk.
Talking to Rusty Kuntz before the game, he's their first base coach, and he said that every one of their base runners has the green light until they put on a stop sign. So I asked him about game plans, and he said, yeah, we got a different game plan against every pitcher. Quite obviously, there's some guys that are so quick to home plate you can't run. But like most teams, you pick up the keys on any pitcher, and sometimes when you see them run on first move, you know they've tipped the fact that they're going home with it.
Count evens at 1. And some news on Brandon McCarthy. Head athletic trainer Nick Paparesta says that McCarthy is progressing well. Got out of his bed 3 times today. There's a strike. 2 out, 1-2 the count.
He took a vicious line drive off his head. Line drive by Eric Ibar. Fractured skull. And sometimes coming back becomes a little difficult. Best thing is if you can't remember it.
Off the end of the bat. But the line drive 2-run homer by Perez. It is 2-1. That guy.
Sports Game Zone, where you'll find up-to-the-minute sports stats and important game information. The Game Zone is sponsored by Safe Auto. Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO now for a free quote with reduced rates up to 35%. Drive safe, spend less.
2-1 Royals. Here in the bottom of the second, it'll be Ramirez, Beckham, and De Aza. Alexei 3 for 17 off Mendoza. And a big one at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Yankees leading Baltimore 7-0, top of the sixth inning. Another pitch inside, and the count 0-2. One out.
The Orioles' Mark Reynolds, coming into this game, had hit 8 home runs in his last 7 games. But tonight, apparently not having much luck with the Yankees.
Here's Beckham. Gordon at 234, 13 homers, 52 knocked in. Takes first pitch strike. That one up and in. So 1-2 the count.
But I like what Mendoza does is when he goes inside off the plate.
There's a 2-hopper. And 2 out. And Hooters is the official road game restaurant of our White Sox. So come into any Chicagoland area Hooters when our Sox are on the road to catch the games on their flat screen HD TVs and enjoy great Miller beer features. Hooters, the original wing joint. Here's De Aza. He singled to lead off the bottom of the first and came around to score.
Moustakas well off the line at third base and in at the cut of the grass, but he's still back on the dirt. And because he was on the dirt, De Aza decided to lay one down, but couldn't get it on the grass. Record against the Sox, and he's seen us a lot. ERA below 3. We've only hit .229 against him.
And that's because he's pitched our guys, especially the right-handers, inside, inside, inside consistently. And there's only 2 ways to get a guy out of that. You either hit him out of there by hurting him with line shots and home runs, or you back off the plate. As that ball hit deep into right center field. And Kerr not going to get that one. 1 hop into the seats. So De Aza with a ground rule double. That's his 26th 2-bagger.
What a leadoff hitter he's been this year. That fastball down, probably thigh high on the inner portion of the plate, and De Aza unloads. Kerr has no chance. And now a chance to tie it up for Jose.
He grounded out to his counterpart, Moustakas. Now Field swung around to the left. And yeah, Moustakas is going to get him again. Same pitch that he got him on before, a little breaking ball. He's out and around it, so that'll retire the side. We go to the third. We trail it 2-1.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Field. I'm here with Sergeant Eric Diaz and Tony Budvitis. And the only time they come up is when there's a big game to be played, and that big game is going to be the police department against the fire department. And guys, tell us a little bit about when, where, how much, and how do our people get in touch with you guys, and what it's actually meant for.
Well, it's going to be September 21st, Friday night under the lights, so we're excited about that. It's going to be a 7 o'clock game, and we're going to be honoring all of our fallen. We have, unfortunately, 19 fallen officers and 8 fallen firefighters.
And all the money that we're going to raise for this game, it's going to go to the 2 charities, the Police Memorial and the Gold Badge Society.
So how does one get tickets? Our fans, I'm sure, would love to come and see you guys. How do they get tickets, and who do they get in touch with?
Yeah, tickets are available at FanFuel, CPD versus CFD, EncoreGame.com. And they're $5 online or pre-sale with the players or fans. And then it's $10 at the gate. So it's a great value, and we definitely need everybody out there to support it.
We also have free parking, big free parking.
Free parking's the best, and I assume you guys have pretty good trainers because, you're a little bit older than most.
Yeah, we got our trainer with us. That's the Chicago Fix, and he's got to put us back together. And we definitely want to give a big shout-out to ISFA and PJ for all the help and the support that they've given us over the years.
Well, you guys, two of, one of the many finest that we have in this city, and good luck to you. I hope you raise a lot of money, and not many better folks around than policemen and firemen.
Well, thanks, Steve. And, it's all the police and the firemen that are at home that support us throughout the years. And what a day for the kids, I tell you. They get to run around and catch baseballs, and the families can bring 5 kids for $25. You can't beat it. I mean, it's a day to definitely extend yourself and come on out to the game.
Well, good luck to you, and hope you guys put a lot in the fun.
Excellent, Steve. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That should be a lot of fun. All right, big guy. All righty. All right. 2 down here in the top of the third. 2-2-0 for their guys. 1-4-0 for our guys. Alex Gordon will be the hitter. He grounded out to Beckham. Takes first pitch strike. First of 3 with these guys. Royals trying to make it their 6th straight win over our Sox. Last time they won 6 straight against us was back in 1982 when George Brett was the leader of that ball club.
They had a real good team in those days.
You better believe it. And it was no love lost between these two teams
No.
either.
Now, that was a good rivalry.
Al McRae. Two out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a full count with Billy Butler on deck. And that's slammed right down the line. So he's going to pick up his 46th double. That's a passel of doubles.
Well, this is a man that was taken 2nd in the country, the first pick of Kansas City, as a 3rd baseman. Now they've moved him into left field. He was a leadoff hitter most of this year. Ned Yost decided that they needed some punch in the middle of their lineup, and he put Gordon there, and Gordon certainly has responded.
So here's Butler. He singled on a pitch that was low and away. Not a strike, and just poked it into right field.
Still have to be careful with Butler here, even with Perez in the on deck circle.
Two and 0 the count. There's a chopper. Bad throw. A nice pick by Paulie, saving a run on a bad throw by Lopez. Mercer. Look at the bottom of the 3rd is still 2-1 Kansas City.
Third base. Looked like a relatively easy play. But Lopez throws it in the dirt. Pauly on a good pick helps end the inning.
That's a tough pick right there.
The Anything's Possible replay is brought to you by the Illinois Lottery, who each day make anything possible.
And if he does not make it, it scores a run. So it'll be Wise, Konerko, and Rios. Wise drew the walk as he takes strike one. Change up. He's got a nice motion with his change. Boy, against us, he certainly does not look like a 7-9 pitcher.
No, he's moved the ball around. He's kept it low, thrown ground balls for the most part, just about each and every time out.
There's a nice little stroke down into the corner. Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on. He will. He will get in there with his second triple.
With Frank Corr well off the line, Wise just hooked this ball. He had a 1-2 count, takes it almost off the ground. It's not a strike. But Frank Corr couldn't get to it in time, and Wise with great speed, thinking 3 bases all the way. He sees the play right in front of him. He picks up Joe McEwing, but wouldn't have mattered anyway. Into third without a play.
So here's Pauly with the infield back. That's where the hitter just does not want to turn the head of the bat over. Foul's out now, but out of play. 0-1 to Konerko. Chops that one foul, and he's in the big hole, 0-2. Pushes that one into right field short. No, he's not going to go anywhere. So that is out number 1.
You're not running on Frank Corr, and you're not running on Gordon with the depth of either of a fly ball to either side. That's a rocket. Not even bothering to one-hop it.
So here's Alex. He's singled into right field. Now the infield comes in with 1 out. Escobar now will come on in. There's a breaking ball strike. Now he's got the big hole 0-2 with AJ on deck.
Another good fastball low and in. That ball with good movement on it. And it's tough to put that ball in play any place but to the third baseman if you can keep it in play. Pitch number 49 coming, and before it's over this inning, I mean, Mendoza will have a lot of pitches.
Good check. And the count evens at 2.
You put on the contact play here. Wise goes on anything in the infield.
No. No, with the infield in, you got to make it be through. Another pop-up, and this is not going to, according to who catches it. All right, here he comes, and they're going to get it.
Good gamble to take because it was an awkward throw for Giovitella, yet he made it on the fly, and they cut down Wise rather easily.
So we get a leadoff triple, and we can't do anything with that. It is still 2-1 Royals. First pitch, fastball misses outside to Perez. Perez, a 2-run homer in the second inning. Royals lead at 2-1, and he just pokes that one in too. They have such a real good approach.
Well, they will go to the opposite field until Liriano tries to come inside. That pitch was out away. Did the same thing that Butler did in the second inning, and the same thing that Gordon did last inning. Go the opposite way, and it turns into gold.
Here's Moustakas. He grounded out to Pauly. Right off the end of the bat. Shovels it over very quickly. That's all they can get.
Moustakas well out in front of this, and this one came with a lot of spin on it. So slowly hit that you think about one, and that's really all you can think about.
Here's Francoeur. He struck out swinging on a fastball.
He also saw only 3 pitches. Not all that unusual for Francoeur. Francoeur has 31 walks in 473 at-bats. So most likely when it stays in the park, he's going to swing at it.
2-0 the count. Moustakas 4 for 6 in stolen bases. Royals have 109. Sox have 89. Big hack, no contact.
Eddie Rodriguez flashing the signs.
Liriano gets back even in the count at 2.
It's hard to run much with Francoeur because he does strike out a lot. The next time he fans will be his 100th of the year.
Just got a piece of that one. First of 3 tomorrow afternoon. Chris Sale against Cy Chin. 35-year-old southpaw. For them against our 23-year-old southpaw. That game will be over Fox. Strong arm of Beck. Nice. Rack him up. Second double play. Turn. And that'll do it.
Audio setting is provided by 97.5 FM ESPN Deportes, Chicago's first and only FM Spanish language sports radio station. There you have a rare look inside our truck. And Big Frank has that halfway to St. Patrick's Day hat. Cap, whatever you would like to call it.
AJ takes Ball one. AJ popped up to second. It's a 2-1 Kansas City lead. That 2-run homer by Salvador Perez. Ball hit high and deep, stretch. He goes back, looks up. You can put it on the ball. Yes. Yes. Number 25 for AJ, and this game is tied at 2.
And after falling behind, it looks like Mendoza threw a changeup, and AJ was not fooled at all. High and deep in the right center field. It is a change, but just kind of sat there, up and away from him. And just like that, it's a brand new game, tied at 2.
First pitch strike to Tank. Hit him on the fist. So 1 out. And here's Alexei. He struck out his first trip. Count evens at 1. Beckham on deck. And that ball hit by Moustakas. Right down the line. Got a breaking ball out and around it. So Alexei picks up his 22nd two-bagger.
That's a go-ahead run out at second base. Looked like a breaking ball in the zone. It was. And Alexei, if he swings at curveballs or sliders in the strike zone, he's as good as anybody in the league getting base hits. He gets in trouble when he expands that zone, as he did the first time up. But no chance at all for Moustakas at third.
Gordon grounded out to Moustakas his first at bat. And he's going to get him again. So 2 out.
We've got 5 more games on this homestand that are dynamic deal of the week games. And you can get upper reserve for as low as $9. That includes the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday game against the Tigers and the next 2 against Kansas City. You can get lower reserve for $20 and lower box for $25. So come to the ballpark. There are plenty of good seats available for all the remaining games on this homestand.
Piazza. He gets hit. Alejandro had singled and doubled, so he goes to first, and that'll bring up Jose Lopez.
Chris Conroy didn't see it right away. He thought the ball had just gotten away from Perez. But Angel Hernandez, the umpire at second, did see it. Said he got him off the foot, which it did. And again, you look at Conroy there, he hasn't motioned anything. Finally got a little help from Angel. And he goes to first.
So here's Lopez twice. He has gone out to Moustakas, who's been a busy third baseman. Two on, 2 out, 1 in, tied at 2. And a good take. 1-0. There's a strike. Outfield spread out. And the count 2-1. And fans, this is your chance to win a Jake Peavy autographed jersey and tell the Sox what you think. Simply log on to your computer and take a quick survey. Your answers are confidential. Visit whitesox.com/survey. And you must complete this survey before tonight's game ends. And that's hit foul. His 2 ground outs to Moustakas have been on breaking balls. So 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 the count.
Mendoza has yet to record a 1-2-3 inning.
Well, if you're just joining us, we had 1 in and the bases loaded and 1 out in the first inning, and then we couldn't get any more. In last inning, we had the leadoff triple by Wise, and he couldn't score.
And we've squandered some opportunities, certainly. That happened a couple times against Mendoza. But having seen him as much as we've seen him this year, he should not be a mystery.
And that's hooked foul. And once again, the 2-2. Yes, he did. Could not lay off that breaking ball. But the home run by A.J. Pierzynski, and we are tied at 2. The 1-0 pitch to Hosmer, taken for a strike. Hosmer drew a walk back in the second inning. That's into center field. That's a can of corn. Right in front of the Bacardi at the park.
The fifth inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank, member FDIC.
Giovatello, Johnny Giovatello, grounded out to his counterpart, Gordon Beckham. Takes first pitch strike.
His big contribution to this game was on a pop-up down the right field line. He caught it, turned, and threw Dwayne Wise out pretty easily at the plate. A tough play, and he made it.
0-2 the count.
This is a tough play. Hosmer gives way, and then Giovatello knows that Wise is probably going to be going. All the way on the fly, no chance to get around Perez.
He gone. 2 down.
Working him away. It's a changeup. It's well out of the zone. But he's a strikeout victim. And that's the 4th for Liriano.
And here's Lorenzo Cain, who was 2 of those 4. Takes first pitch strike. Sent out a big White Sox shout out. Happy upcoming birthday to Mary Kuta, who is from Chicago, Indiana. It is 3-2 Kansas City.
That was a no-doubter. Just the 6th of the year for Cain. His 26th run batted in. He splits time in center field with Jared Dyson. But he came over from the Milwaukee Brewers in the Zach Greinke deal as one of the guys that they thought could play every day. And here's another one of those sliders that he tries to throw low and into the right-hander, and it's right down the middle of the plate and long gone.
That'll bring up Escobar, who is 0 for 2. He's gone out to center and grounded to short. But Mary, who was born here in Chicago, but lived the last 45 years in Indiana. That's why she says she's from Chicago, Indiana.
It's a good plan.
Yeah, that's with love from her daughter Kim and her grandchildren Caleb and Haley Thompson. Three 5-0 for them, 2-7-0 for us.
When Escobar has hurt us, he's hurt us to right center field. We're playing him maybe a step or two toward right center, but not all that much.
Well, he has killed us this year. Two homers, 8 RBIs. And you don't want to walk him. He's 27 for 31 in stolen bases.
It also gets you just one step closer to the Butler-Perez part of the batting order. That comes after Gordon. Pitch number 74 on the way. If he gets out of the inning, with Alex Gordon, it won't be all that many pitches through 5.
Gordon has grounded to second. Then in the 3rd inning, he sliced one hard right down the 3rd baseline for a double. That was his 46th two-bagger. He has 61 extra base hits, 46 doubles, 4 triples, and 11 homers.
Well, last year, with Melky Cabrera in center field, they had 3 outfielders with 40-plus doubles.
Yes, they did. Only time that's ever been done.
That's the fastest fastball he's thrown. He tried to throw it upstairs and throw it by him.
Two and one to count. Now feel straight up about equidistant. And there's a chopper base hit right back through the middle.
Looked like Don Cooper was heading toward the phone when last we saw him. That usually means activity in the pen. And a trip to the mound to allow that activity in the pen to get loose. Let's see if Don decides to go out there.
Well, we got runners at the corners. 2 out and a wrong man at the plate.
Bullpen up. Here comes Coop. It's Nate Jones throwing in the pen.
And while they're having their little conversation, a reminder, Bacardi at the Park is now open for all football games Thursday night through Monday night with great food and drink specials. There's free parking for all football games, including Bears home games when the White Sox are away. So check out BacardiAtThePark.com for game listings and how to book your next party. So here's Butler. He is 1 for 2 with a run scored. And when he's got to knock in a run, especially against the left-hander, most of the time his approach will be to right center. Guy's got one of the better approaches in this league. AJ keeps it in front of him. 2-0 the count. Just tuning in, we took the lead with a run in the bottom of the first, then a 2-run homer by Perez in the second. AJ's homer tied it in the fourth, and they have just retaken the lead on the home run by Lorenzo Cain. Boy, he turned it loose on that one.
That was a modified straight change. 87 miles an hour. He had Butler well out in front of it.
There's that approach to right center. And the count evens at 2.
This entire at bat has been spent away from Butler.
Back through the middle. Beckham. Paulie, yes. Good play both ends. And that'll retire the side. We're halfway home, but we trail it 3-2.
Keeping the inning alive, takes it right back up the middle. Gordon, who doesn't have time to plant, does throw the one hopper on purpose, and Paulie scoops it easily, and it's out of the inning. See what's possible with AT&T Uverse TV and AT&T high-speed internet. Rethink possible.
Dwayne Wise, Paul Konerko, Alex Rios here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Wise has walked and he has tripled. He tripled leading off the 3rd inning, and he cannot score. He could not get him in.
And the two left-handers, Diaza and Wise, have yet to be retired by Mendoza. And that just missed another double at least. Mark Carlson right on the line, and that ball didn't miss by much.
That ball hit deep. Vancouver back, looks up, you can put it on the board. Yes! Yes! Number 7 for Wise in this game is tied at 3.
Seven and 22 on the power numbers. And with 6 at-bats apiece, Mendoza has still not been able to retire either Diaza or Wise. That ball, a changeup up in the zone. He's gotten hurt twice on high changes, and Wise takes it out of the park.
Paulie takes that breaking ball off the plate. Paulie. An RBI single and a pop up to right. Count evens at 1. Of course, with the 2 home runs, one by AJ and the other by Wise, the Alex Nelius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities for every Sox homer hit throughout the course of the season. That is number 176 and 177. So $17,700 donated by Alex Nelius in loving memory of Ursula. The 1-2 pitch. That's into left field. One out. That'll bring up Alex. That Yankee-Oriole game now in the top of the 9th with Yankees leading 7-4. Ball 1 to Rios. And the 2-1 pitch. Escobar's got a gun. What a beautiful play. Wow.
That's about as good as you'll see on both ends. But the heavy lifting was done by Escobar. Sees goes in the hole, realizes he can't really plant, so goes up in the air. This shows you how strong his arm is. Gets it most of the way there. And Hosmer with his foot on the bag just swipes it clean.
A beautiful play by the 25-year-old shortstop. And here is AJ. Homered. Last inning leading off. Tacks it up, takes strike 1. And if you missed that home run last inning, that's his 25th. And that's the can of corn into left, but the homer by Dwayne Wise, we are tied at 3. Salvador Perez, a 2-run homer and a single, leads it off here in the top of the 6th in this 3-3 tie. Pretty good pitch, didn't get it. And the count 3-0.
And I don't think Robin is going to be too patient with Francisco if he has a whole lot of problems here in the 6th.
There's one.
Here's a look at part of the brain trust that has taken this team so far. The 5th inning was brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank, member FDIC.
So the dreaded leadoff walk. And that'll bring up Moustakas, who was grounded to first and also hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice.
Moustakas, somewhat amazingly, has only grounded into 4 double plays in 486 at bats. He also does not have a sacrifice this year, although he looked like he was ready to attempt one there.
Two 2-0 the count. Here comes AJ out.
Nate's ready to go whenever called upon, and after the Moustakas at bat, depending on the resolution of it, you've got 4 of the next 5 hitters right-handed.
Well, the base on balls has been killing us more than any other element of the game this year.
It has that. And there's 2 in a row. This most likely is going to be it, I would assume.
So Robin is out. And so is Liriano. He has made the call. So Nate Jones comes in, and we'll be back.
'91 on for the 54th time. 51 strikeouts, 24 walks, 55 2/3 innings. So there you look at some pretty impressive numbers. And if he can get out of this one could be in line to win his 8th, assuming the offense continues to come to life.
So back-to-back walks with nobody out, and we're in trouble. So here's Francoeur. He has struck out and also hit into a 5-4-3 double play. Jacks it up, takes first pitch strike.
And for Francoeur, the outfield is doing what's called bunching him toward the middle. As you can see, they're giving him both lines and trying to take away both alleys.
Fair ball. That's going to score 1. Now the second walk will stop at third, and it's a 4-3 Kansas City lead. Base on balls.
Only the 36th run driven in of the year for Francoeur. Catches it off the end of the bat, and it finds a place to land fair. Inside out swing. Paulie well off the line. That one right behind him, so runners at second and third, nobody out.
Every time they have an opportunity against us to score, they get the job done. This year, we're 4-8 against these guys. They're trying to win their 6th straight game against us.
It's been somewhat remarkable, as has their defense, which is good but not great, but it's been great against us.
That's going to get the job done. So the 2 walks have crossed home plate, and it's at 5-3.
Both runs charged to Liriano, went 5+ innings, gave up 5 runs on 6 hits. He walked 4 to the culprit this inning and fanned 4.
So here's Johnny Giavatello. He has grounded to second, and he has struck out. Slider strike.
Chris Getz trying to bunt against Chris Sale. Absolutely disintegrated his thumb. Had to be operated on the next day. Is out for the year, and Giavatello got an opportunity to play most every day.
One on, one out, 1-1 to count. So 2 out. We're in one of those streaks right now that everybody in a Sox uniform knows when we walk the leadoff guy, he's going to score.
Well, these two really hurt in the 6th. As even with the bottom part of the order coming up, both were able to score.
They execute against us. That's one reason they're 8-4 against us. We don't execute against them, and they do against us.
And you just don't like to go too late in the game because their one strength is their bullpen. The strength of their pitching staff, especially, is the back end of the bullpen.
So here's Kane. He's 1 for 3, a homer, coming last inning. So the book is closed on Francisco Liriano. 5+, 5 runs earned, 6 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts.
The pen's still up and going, and it's Layson Septimo. Obviously up in case this inning moves along to Gordon.
Nice. But the 2 walks cross home plate, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. We trail it 5-3.
Seven, 5 doubles, 8 runs batted in, and 9 runs during that streak. Catcher Profile is sponsored by Xfinity Home. Xfinity Home offers state-of-the-art features that help you stay connected to your home and family anytime, anywhere.
First pitch strike to Tank. Viciedo is guided into a 6-4 fielder's choice and also grounded out to Moustakas at third. 1-1 to count. Come on, guys.
Bullpen up and going for Kansas City.
He got a good pitch to hit right there and couldn't do anything with it.
It's a diminutive left-hander with a big arm, Tim Collins.
There's a good way to start it. So that'll bring up Alexei. He's 1 for 2 with doubles.
Mendoza gets that ball up and out over the plate. And Viciedo just rifles it into center.
First and 30, Alexei.
Last inning especially, we started to hit the ball in the air against Mendoza, and for him that's usually not a great sign.
That ball hit deep. Way back. Gordon looks up. You can put it on the ball. Yes. Yes. Two-run shot by Ramirez in this game is tied at 5. Mercy.
Home run number 9, RBIs 64 and 65. Ties him with Paulie with 65 runs batted in, and that's a fastball on the inner portion. He tried to get it in deep. He couldn't, and Alexei took him deep.
He's been pitching him in there all night. And here's Gordon. Takes a breaking ball strike. Gordon twice has bounced out to Moustakas. And the count 0-2. Three home runs for our guys. We now have 178, but the most important thing is that we are tied at 5.
And you wonder, with Gordon up now, but Diaza, Lopez, and Wise due up right behind him, if it'll be Collins' time, because Mendoza's not been able to get out the two left-handers at 1 and 3.
Breaking ball. Pretty good pitch. Didn't get it. Oh, he got a hanger, a cookie, and missed it.
Mendoza's starting to really hang the breaking ball, get the fastball up. He's lucky he got away with the last one.
A hanger right there on the tee. And that fastball is up. So a full count. Ball 4, base hit right here.
Donnie Veal throwing in the pen.
One out.
And here comes Ned Yost, and he's going to want to go to the bullpen. So that'll be the last pitch that Mendoza throws. He just doesn't want him to face two of the next 3 left-hand hitters. So Collins will come into the game. Mendoza will leave with the no decision with the game tied at 5. We'll step out and be back after these messages. 5-2 ERA, 3 1/4 out for the 64th time. He's been called on to save 3 games, been unsuccessful. He is a setup man. Opponents hitting just 209 against him. 87 strikeouts in 63 2/3 innings.
5'7", 166-pound southpaw. He is 23 years old. Out of Worcester, Mass. His 4 years in high school there, his team went 91-5.
That's a good team.
Worcester Technical High School. So here we go in this 5-5 tie, 1 out, nobody on. Piazza, a single, a double. He was hit by a pitch. He also has scored a run as he takes first pitch strike.
Mendoza's numbers are in, and for him, 5+ innings, 5 runs on 10 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts.
Breaking ball.
So Mendoza's numbers and Liriano's numbers almost identical at 5+ innings and 5 runs.
Another breaking ball, couldn't get it in the count 1-2 with Lopez on deck. It is a final from Baltimore, 8-5 Yankees. Two and two to count.
There's Aaron Crow, former #1 draft pick of these Royals.
Yes, he did. So 2 down.
For the first time tonight, Piazza retired, and he tried to fool Chris Conroy by running to first base, but he went around too far.
So here's Lopez. He's 0 for 3. A couple of grounders to third and a strikeout. Takes a curveball strike, and our Sox are making a push to play in the postseason, so don't miss any of the action. It is playoff payoff time. Purchase tickets for the remaining 2012 games and place a deposit on 2013 season tickets, and you will guarantee seats for the 2012 postseason. So for more information, call 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com. Pull the string on him.
Good straight change, that one in the zone. And he comes from right over the top with everything. His fastball, his change, and his curveball. So it's particularly deceptive.
Collins comes in, gets the job done, but not before the 2-run homer by Alexei Ramirez. We'll go to the 7th, tied at 5. It's the top of the 7th inning, and the game tied at 5. 5-7-0 for them, 5-10-0 for us. Now, Alcides Escobar takes ball 1. He is 0 for 2 with a walk.
You have to watch the bunt with him. He's very good at it, and he's exceptionally fast.
And that's going to be a base hit.
When you fall off the mound to the first base side, or if you're a left-hander to the third base side, you're not in position to make the play. That was not a difficult play, but you see a tremendous fall off to the first base side and off the glove, and that's all it took for the go-ahead run to wind up at first.
So Robin is out. Good speed aboard. He has 27 stolen bases in 31 attempts. So Nate will depart, and we'll be back. Their effort to raise awareness of stroke warning signs and the importance of acting fast.
And Donnie Beal comes into the game, and he's really been a specialist. ERA 1.13 on for the 12th time. Opponents batting almost nothing against him. 2 hits in 8 innings. He's gone most likely to just retire Gordon. And with Jesse Crain loosening up in the bullpen, you'd think it'd be Crain against Butler and Perez, assuming this inning goes that far. There's a look at Jesse. Gordon, no stranger to the strikeout. He's fanned 119 times this year. And Beal's tough on the lefties.
So outstanding speed at first. Whoops. Outfielder straight up, bunched just a little bit. About equidistant.
Well, you know AJ's going to call some sliders because that's the best Beal pitch, and he's got to be aware to his left if they wind up in the dirt.
There's a good breaking ball there. He's got a better curveball than he had in spring, obviously, because of the fact Arizona, a lot of guys don't have good curveballs.
No, and a lot of guys' arms just aren't quite as strong as they're going to be as you move along during the year. But he's come up and looked very impressive.
That is into left field. Wise is there. So 1 down.
And you would think that that would be it. And indeed it is. So Donnie Beal comes on. His job, get out Gordon and then get out. And it's going to be Jesse Crane. So as Crane comes in and Veal steps out, we will also step out and be back after these messages. Three on for the 42nd time. He's had kind of an injury-plagued season. Had both sides of the oblique muscle bothering him, but he's come back. He inherits the go-ahead run at first base in the very speedy Alcides Escobar. Now, the one thing that Jesse has to combat, the great base stealer, is the fact that he has one of the best right-handed moves in baseball, and maybe the quickest feet out there.
So here's Butler. He is 1 for 3. He is 4 for 16 lifetime against Jesse.
And he's grounded into 16 double plays this year.
That fastball up high. That one at 94. Normally Jesse is pretty consistent at 95, but since his injuries, he's been right at 92, 93.
And he's not staying on top of the ball all that much. That leaves the ball up, sometimes in and up and out of the zone a lot.
There's a good strike. That one at 94.
Our outfield shades Butler around toward right center. Wise is well off the line in left field.
There he goes. And that pitch is fouled away. Butler with that approach again.
It's Matt Thornton loosening up, most likely, if this inning stays alive, to Mike Moustakas. But Butler and Perez will come first.
Jesse with a 1-2 count. That ball lined. We got a man there. Two down. And that'll bring up the 22-year-old catcher, Salvador Perez.
Threw that fastball on the outer portion. Butler caught it off the end of the bat And Rios coming on made the play easily.
Well, Butler's approach very much parallels Miguel Cabrera, especially when that ball hit hard, but we got a man there, and that'll retire the side. So Jesse comes on, gets the job done. 7th inning stretch, tied at 5. A 5-5 tie going to the bottom of the 7th inning. For our guys, it'll be Wise, Canerco, Rios, Pierzynski. Hopefully a couple more.
Well, you would think that Collins would stay on to face Wise, and regardless of the resolution of this at bat, they would go to the pen. It looks like Aaron Crow continuing to throw, but with Canerco, Rios, AJ, and then 3 more right-handers. 5 of the 6 after Wise are right-handed. I fully expect Yost to go to the pen. Big night so far for Dwayne Wise, getting his 2nd start in the 3-hole.
A walk, a triple, and a homer. Breaking ball, and a count 0-1. Count evens at 1. Outfield. Slightly to the right. Gap out there. Big gap in left center. Fastball. So the count 1-2. Stay fair. Stay fair. He hung it just a hair quick.
One of the few times you see a rolling breaking ball from Collins, who normally has one of the better curveballs around. But he got very lucky to get away with that last one.
And got him upstairs.
And that is going to be it for Tim Collins.
So 1 out. Paulie. And then Rios. And then AJ. Well, Collins does his job. and a good one it was. He departs, and we'll be back.
Time. Not real good in save opportunities, but he is a pretty good setup man. And he's called in to deal with the right-handed portion of the lineup. But with one out, if anybody gets on, he's going to be facing AJ as the third hitter left in this inning.
There's ball one to Pauly. Pauly 1 for 3 with an RBI single back in the first inning. So Crow. Pauly is 1 for 8 against him. Takes that strike. Crow attended Washburn Rural High School in Kansas. Same as former center fielder, White Sox All-Star outfielder Ken Berry. Got that wrap. Some hitters don't mind it, others can't stand it.
That wrap, one of the reasons why, at least in his case, Kansas City felt he would be much better served out of the bullpen as opposed to the starting rotation.
And that's up high. Well, he's got some credentials coming out of the University of Missouri. He also was a teammate of Max Scherzer there in 06. He was Big 12 pitcher of the year. Went 13-0.
Well, they share something else in common. They were both drafted #1 by Mike Rizzo, the general manager of the Washington Nationals. He drafted Scherzer #1 with the Diamondbacks and drafted but did not sign Crow #1 with the Diamondbacks.
So there's out number 2. So here's Alex. He's 1 for 3 tonight and 2 for 7 lifetime off Crow. The long peg right over the top, and they just do get him. So 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the 8th, still tied at 5.
Liriano went 5+, then Jones 1+, and Veal a third, Crane 2/3, and on comes Matt. 4-8. ERA just over 3.5, on for the 63rd time.
So Moustakas 1 for 4 lifetime off. Matt takes a breaking ball strike. Moustakas 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Count evens at 1. Outfield error. Straight up, spread out. And deep. Piazza is deep out there in center. Angels leading the Tigers 2-0 after 1. Scherzer on the bump for Detroit. Fouls that one to even the count at 2. Gordon's got him. Big out, first out. After tonight, 25 games left. This season has absolutely been one of the quickest that I can remember. It has flown by.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to this point, being in the race the entire season and leading it most of the season. As Brett Myers starts to throw in the pen.
Vancouver with an 0-2 count.
Myers up for the Giovatelli Kane Escobar part of the lineup. It comes after Hosmer, who's in the on deck circle.
He gone. 2 down.
Second time tonight, Francoeur's down on strikes. Perfect pitch, and he's a little tardy.
So Hosmer's 1 for 7 lifetime off. Matt. He is 0 for 1 tonight. A walk, a fly out, and a sacrifice fly. Big man fakes the bunt, takes the ball, and the count evens at 1. Yes, he did. 1-2.
Kelvin Herrera loosening in the pen. He had the 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
He gone. Boy, that was a quick, beautiful 1-2-3 inning for Thornton. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 5. AJ, Viciedo, Alexei, Beckham. That should be good enough to push 1 or 2 across. AJ is 2 for 4 off Crow. And AJ tonight 1 for 3, and it was a big one, his 25th homer. And there's another good base hit and a way to start it.
And he's going to be taken down for a pinch hitter, Jordan Danks. So AJ 2 for 4, representing the go-ahead run, drills it through the right side.
So here's Tank. Tank started off that 2-run 6 with a sharp single right back through the middle. Good lead by Jordan. Tank took that pitch nicely. He's 1 for 2 against Crow.
The outfield very deep. Kane is back about as far as you can go in a non-double set. But a little looper into the outfield does you a whole lot of damage because Danks is going to coast into third base.
He almost spun his wheels into getting picked off right there.
Crow made a good solid throw. The throw was on the money. And Jordan had some problems. But he did get back in. And no tag applied.
He did not. So the count 2-0. Prince Fielder just homered, so it's a 2-1 Angel lead.
It's Bueno and Herrera.
And the count 3-0.
Well, if you're a rookie, you just don't want to walk to first base on this, although it's right in the same spot as the last pitch, maybe a little even higher. But Chris Conroy called it a strike.
Another good lead by Danks. There you go. Watch out that hitting. So the first 2 men aboard.
With the runner going, this ball just caroms right off Viciedo. And that appears to be it for Crow. So Crow departs. Herrera comes in. We'll be back.
off each ticket sold will be donated to Stand Up to Cancer. So come dress in your finest Star Wars attire and march in a pregame parade around the field. Purchase tickets now by visiting whitesox.com/Star Wars.
Got a new pitcher. It's Kelvin Herrera. 1-2 ERA, just under 2.5, on for the 65th time. 68 strikeouts with 16 walks in 73 1/3 innings. He does have 3 wild pitches. He inherits runners at first and third, and the infield for the Royals looking for the bunt in the 6th inning. Our 4th drive of the game, that tied it at 5, giving him 65 driven in.
So the corners. Here comes Hosmer. And that gets the job done. Nice bunt by Alexei.
4th sacrifice of the year. And he got it just far enough so that Perez couldn't go and jump on it and throw to third. Because Perez heads right out after it. Fortunately, it's well away from him. He calls the play because he's the captain. The catcher is on that play. And runners in scoring position, forcing the infield in at all 4 positions.
So here's Gordon. Gordon is 0 for 3 tonight. He's due. 1 for 7 lifetime off Herrera.
Gordon has 2 sacrifice flies. Six sacrifice bunts.
And now he's in the big hole. 0-2. Into the mezzanine. Ducks on the pond, 1 out, 0-2 the count. 26,660.
You'd normally like a high fastball here, but you have to lay off that face-high fastball because it's going to be a little too fast for you. And at 100, he throws it by him.
So a big, big out, 2 down.
Well, normally the infield would play back at their normal depth. But with the odds up and his ability to bunt, they're most likely going to be in at the corners and play back in the middle.
Piazza is 2 for 3, a single, a double, a run scored.
Now they're putting him on base.
And that will load him up. You get to Lopez. Lopez 0 for 4 tonight. 2 soft ground balls to third, a strikeout, and then a soft little comebacker to the pitcher. So sacks packed with Sox. And if you're just joining us, we've had multiple opportunities to put more points on the board tonight and have not executed. Leadoff triple by Wise in the 3rd inning. Couldn't score it. We had 1 in, the bases loaded, 1 out in the 1st. Couldn't get any more. So here is Lopez. Takes it right there.
Decent speed on the bases, good speed at first and third.
And they're going to get out of it. He pops him up. We'll go to the ninth, still tied at 5.
The numbers 3-1 ERA, a little above 4 1/4 on for the 54th time. 25 of 29 in save opportunities. This one is not a save opportunity. It's a hold 'em right there and turn it over to the offense as Tyler Flowers comes in the game. AJ was taken down for a pinch runner.
So Johnny Giavatello, 0 for 3 tonight and 0 for 2 lifetime off Addison Reed. And now he is 1 for 3. The leadoff man aboard.
Well, he went up with the idea of looking first ball fastball, which is what most hitters should be doing anyway. And he got it and pulled it in the hole.
Lorenzo Cain, he is 1 for 4, a homer. Coming back in the 5th inning. 5-9-0 for their guys, 5-11-0 for our guys. Cain has seen Addison Reed 1 time, and he is 1 for 1. Takes ball 1. Alex Avila has homered, so the game is tied at 2 out to Big A. Tigers against the Angels. Scherzer against Santana. Santana really been scuffling. There's a strike, 1-1.
Well, it's supposed to be Weaver, but they pushed him back, so he's going to miss that series.
Breaking ball, a roller, and it is 7-5 Royals.
Second home run of the night for Kane. And you can tell why they insisted on him in that deal from the Milwaukee Brewers. He got a little slider that stayed on the inner portion. Tyler Flowers looking for it away. It hung on the inside part of the plate. 7th home run of the year for Kane. And 3 runs driven in tonight, giving him 28 for the year.
Well, we got to do something tonight. If we don't, if we lose this thing, it's understandable. We had our chances and just did not execute. There's a bullet back through the middle. So good speed aboard.
Well, you'd have to believe that somewhere in this sequence he's going to be going. Because they have a 2-run lead. Ned Yost would love to stretch it to 3. And test Tyler Flowers, who just came into the game this inning.
And a reminder, our Sox and Camarena Tequila both know that giving anything less than 100% just isn't good enough. That's why Camarena only offers award-winning 100% blue agave tequila. Camarena Tequila is a proud sponsor of our White Sox.
Dylan Axelrod is loosening up in a hurry in the pen. The one thing you don't want your closer to do when you don't have off days coming up is throw too many pitches in one inning, especially an inning where it's a non-safe situation.
Gordon is 2 for 4, a double, a single. That double was his 46th of the season. Count evens at 1 with Billy Butler on deck.
There is their closer, Greg Holland. Who, when Soria was lost for the year, Holland got the job.
That change up down low. Another change up. Count evens at 2. For our guys in the ninth, be Wise, Canerco, Rios. He gone. He knew it. 1 down. So here's Butler. He is 0 for 2 off Addison. Trying to stay inside it, move it to the right side. All right, boys. Back him up. But two-run homer by Lorenzo Cain. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. We need 2 to tie. Season. The excitement begins with a wild card on October 5th.
And there's the closer. It's Greg Holland, 6-4 ERA, 284 on for the 58th time. He's 11 for 13 in save situations after taking over the role full time. He had never been a full-time closer, so this is something new for him. But he's got a big, sharp breaking overhand curve and about 96 miles an hour on the fastball to go with it. Wayne Wise has had a big night. 2 for 3 with a triple and a homer.
That triple was leading off the third inning, and he didn't score. Takes first pitch strike. Let's get something started right here. Let's give these guys a finish. Big pitch coming up, the 1-1. Now he's in the hole. Come on, D-Wise, start us off, buddy.
Tried to throw a splitter there, and Got well away from Perez.
Big out. So here's Pauly. He's 3 for 7 against Holland.
That was it, curveball, and although it didn't break down, it broke sharply enough to have Wise swing over the top of it.
Pauly 1 for 4 tonight, an RBI single in the first inning. Takes outside, ball 1. Tigers hitting in the top of the 4th, tied at 2 with the Angels. And that ball into center field short. Get down, it will, yes.
Ray Almeida now comes out to pinch run for Pauly. That fastball at 96. Just barely in the zone. He catches it off the end of the bat. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
So here's Alex. Alex is 1 for 4. He's 1 for 10. Lifetime off Holland. Takes strike 1.
Holland has given up 1 home run in 57 in the 3rd inning. That's not enough. You got to give a couple more before it's over.
Alex was all over it, just underneath it. Just a short lead by O'Meara. And that is fouled down at the plate. Count hangs at 0-2. And Johnson on deck. And that's low.
Trying to wipe him out on that big curveball. And there it was.
2 down.
The second of 2. That one in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Perez. Actually caught on the hop. And now Dave Island, the pitching coach, comes out. He wants to give him a scouting report on Dan Johnson because Holland hasn't seen him this year.
Never faced him. But Dan has done it in the past. He's hit a couple of big home runs.
Had a chance to talk with him before the game. He said he's just excited to once again be in the pennant chase. He said he's been very fortunate to have been in a few of them. And it's really what you play for.
He's 3 for 6 since being called up. That went at 98.
With Charlotte,
did at Charlotte
at 28 and 85, big power numbers.
Hosmer playing behind Olmedo. Checks it up. 1-1 to count. Good check. 2-1. One time, Dan. He did not go. And to count 3-1.
Well, Olmedo should be taking second base because they're giving it to him, and there's no reason to stay at first. Looked like he never swung the bat. And Ed Hickox gave him the okay sign.
Takes it. So a full count. Olmedo moves into second. Ball 4, base hit right here, buddy.
Now, because there is a man at second, they'll go through a different set of signs. So Perez goes and talks with Holland.
The payoff pitch. Ball hit hard but foul. Seven, 11-0 for Kansas City, 5, 12-0 for us. They're trying to win their 6th consecutive game against us. First time they've done this, if they do, since 1982. And this ball game is over.
Chris Conroy on the call. Could have gone either way, and unfortunately, it went Kansas City's way, and their dominance continues.
And we'll be back.